Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody. Today's matchup features two teams eager to come away with a late-season win. It's the Packers going up against the Gunners.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Gunners. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. You think back to all the interceptions he threw last week. Here we go. First play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all week long, they spent time breaking down exactly why he threw the interceptions. Was it mechanics, bad reads, not enough study? Sometimes you just think about it way too much, and that leads you to the next one.
Time to refocus. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They go play action here on first down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And it's good to make it 7-0. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. shift together here from the D-line. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now out comes Houston as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Rodgers to throw on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gilbert. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice gain of 21 yards. Now it's Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Slot man moves right. To throw is Rodgers. A swing pass caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now a toss play. This is Pumphrey. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the 2nd quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
And This winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now a handoff looking right. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Let's go! They're going to look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They find some open field here. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Here's Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first down, Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert.
Touchdown, Houston. Zach Ertz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Ryan Anderson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Tease Tabor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick-6. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. So we've reached Happy Holidays. Larry, your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
To throw on second down, Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Allen has it, left side. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
26.
On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. A swing pass caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On the sneak, Rodgers. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up third down.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And this offense continues to pour it on. And they're able to up the lead by one more. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 54 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On play action, it's Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They run the counter now on first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
They got a man. It's Woods. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tease Tabor. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Pumphrey.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. He's going to air one. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off for this win.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And now the Packers get set to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. A handoff as they run the counter play. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Now let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Packers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gilbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Now that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock. They control.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And now out comes Houston. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Rodgers throwing here. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And now out comes Houston. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So the D-line's going to spread out. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Rodgers looking to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 19. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for two. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's caught for 2 points. Very interesting way to end this one. They add on a couple extra that they really didn't need. It's a 7th loss of the year, so that means they will not reach their goal that they stated before the season began of being a 10-win team.
And now things get a little bit...